This morning, my YouTube channel passed 25,000 subscribers, and that's only a couple weeks after I was amazed to see it pass 10,000. I'm working on my next video on the Turing Pi cluster, and it'll be out very soon, but I thought I'd try to do something special for 25,000 subscribers. The videos I make for this channel wouldn't be possible without relying on the work of thousands of people working on thousands of open source projects. I want to see how much I can pay it forward for them in this video. So I'm going to give away this brand new 8GB Raspberry Pi 4 that I just got in the mail today. All you have to do to enter is support any open source contributor or creator. Someone on Patreon, on GitHub sponsors, on Open Collective, a small donation in someone's tip jar on PayPal. It can be anything. Just look at the open source software that you use. Go to one of the contributors' websites and donate something. It could be a few bucks to buy a cup of coffee, or it could be a big monthly donation. It doesn't matter. Do that, then take a screenshot of your support for that contributor and fill out the Google form that's linked in the description below. A week or so from now, I'll do a full review of the Raspberry Pi 4 8GB. Then I'll send it and a copy of my book to one lucky winner. There are thousands of open source developers whose lives you can touch. Instead of talking about this YouTube channel, I wanted to take this milestone to share an open source story that helped me start my software development career. I started out my career as a web developer, first designing small static HTML websites for small businesses and nonprofits. Then I moved on to work on podcasting and video distribution on the web. I started working with Drupal for one of my biggest websites, and after a couple years using it as an end user, I thought I should try to give back some of my time to benefit the software that had saved me so much time in my life. I was having some trouble with my first contribution, and I remember spending a couple hours on one random weekday working through it. And the whole time, there was an extremely patient and generous person helping me out on that journey on IRC, and her name was Webchick, otherwise known as Angie Byron. She's still helping the Drupal community today, and I am so thankful to her for the time she spent helping me in that first issue. I finally got to meet her in person a couple years ago, and I even worked for the same company for a couple years. And I will always remember how she helped me and took the time out of her day to get started contributing back to the Drupal community. First impressions matter so much, and after that experience, I was hooked on open source. I've worked with people in many open source communities. By and large, the interactions have reinforced my love for open source development. So I want to take this opportunity and the voice I have through YouTube and through social media to thank so many open source developers who never get thanked. Even if you can't donate a few bucks, go on Twitter or Instagram or IRC or Slack or wherever and tell someone thank you for their work. Chances are you've benefited from dozens of different open source projects in your life, even if you don't work with open source software directly like I do. So to recap, go donate to a contributor, take a screenshot of your donation, and then go to the link in the description below to enter to win this brand new 8GB Pi 4. Until next time, I'm Jeff Geerling.